Are you a home distiller looking for that nifty little modular still? Or maybe perhaps a product development still for your craft distillery? Let me go show you the different ways how I assemble my 13 litre round still. Hey everyone, Distiller Greyling here, one of your favorite home and hobby distillers. Today I want to show you how I assemble my 13 litre round still and how I use it. First up, my source of heat. This is an induction plate. I enjoy it very much as I can do it in the kitchen. Do not have to worry about any vapors, gas vapors or anything that comes from it. You can still use gas on the 13 litre boiler, there's no problem with it. If you are using an induction plate, make sure you get one that has a power output control where you can set it in wattage and not in temperature. You don't want to have a varying temperature control, rather have a constant permanent heat source of a wattage power output. Because it's a stainless steel boiler, it's not fully magnetic, so I have this induction plate adapter that I would place on top of my induction plate, and then it gets quite hot, and then I can use my boiler straight on and it works just like a charm. Now let's get to the fun part. So first up, this is my 13 litre boiler. I like it that it has a sight loss in it. It's especially nice when I'm doing a gin run. Use a torch and I can see inside how is things cooking inside. I like the fancy sight loss spanner that I get because it's adjustable. I can use it for anyone. This is a 2-inch, but you can use it up until an 8-inch. Maybe bigger, I haven't tried it. For your boiler guys, just remember to get it serialized. There is my Distiller serialized number. That's the one you would use to legally register yourself as a home and hobby distiller. If you guys want to know how to do it, go check out this card and I'll show you guys how I did mine. If you want to make a nice brandy or flavorful rum, you can do it as a pot still. So remember your seals, silicone seals. I like this copper alembic head. I like the big thermometer it's got in front. It really balances out nicely the stainless steel against the copper. It's really nice. It's a 4-inch from the boiler. So that means that if you've got any other 4-inch equipment, you can connect it there. But I'll show you guys in a minute or two. From the 180-degree bend, you go to your condenser. This is a normal shotgun condenser. I like it, very nifty. I use it with cold water from the bottom. Let the cold water fill it up all the way and then it will start to overflow. Yes, obviously I do connect it with water lines so that it doesn't spill water all over the place. From here we end up with the surge arrestor. Surge arrestor basically will just help that air gets in sufficiently that you don't get that glue effect almost. From your surge arrestor now, you can now start to do your collections. So this is pot still mode for a nice brandy or a flavorful rum. For my gin runs, what I like to use is one of these guys, my false bottom. I roll it up, I place it inside. This is what I'll use for when I do direct infusions, when I want the botanicals to be inside the boiler at the bottom. It just helps that your botanicals do not burn straight on the bottom. Very handy. On top of that, I've got my 4-inch glass section. I really like this glass section. Makes you able to see what's going on. I also do got a perforated plate at the bottom. So when you do place it on and you've got your gin basket or your gin bag inside, that you can vapor infuse without the worrying of the botanicals falling to the bottom. From there, it will be the basic assembly of the pot still. Still got your alembic head, your 180-degree bend with your condenser. The only thing that I do change is I add my distilling parrot. I like to see, especially as I am distilling, to have a look at my alcohol percentage or the percentage ABV as I'm getting it out. So how it basically works is your vapors will come now from the top, condense, come at the bottom and start to accumulate with the drain closed, of course. It will start to accumulate and then start to overflow on the inside and then it will come outside the parrot. Here you will have your alcohol meter bubbling so you can exactly see where you are in your run and then you collect your stuff. Let's say now you want to do a less flavorful rum, maybe a light rum. What I then like to do is I take my 4-inch sight glass, I will turn it around and then I will add a 4-inch bubble tray. This is very handy, I liked it. I will definitely post a video of all the bubble trays that I have. Check the card, if the card is not there yet, it will probably come out soon. So for the bubble tray, I just insert, make sure that I have the downcomer facing downwards, place it inside, get my side glass on, and then I assemble everything as I would for the gin run. So let's say you just want to do a plain whiskey run or a nice moonshine run. So what I then do is I remove my bubble tray, I don't want it yet, just put a normal seal again, get my alembic head on. I use my 4-plate column. I like it as well because of the glass, so you can see what's going on. It really looks nice when it starts to bubble and then it will start to flow down. Just add it straight to the alembic head. Make sure that your downcomers all face down, otherwise it will not work very nicely or efficiently. So yeah, I just connected normally 180-degree bend condenser with my parrot. As you are distilling your moonshine or your new make spirits, you still want to be able to see what's the ABV coming out. Let's say now you want to do a neutral alcohol run or a vodka run. Let me show you my nifty little trick. From the boiler I use my 4-inch bubble tray. From the 4-inch side glass I use the alembic head with the 4 bubble trays again. Let me just move it down for you guys so you can see more clearly. On the top of the column still, what I then place is my reflux condenser. This makes it really handy so that now you can have your whole column as a reflux still. From the reflux condenser again, I will push the cold water, incoming water from the bottom and let it overflow from the top. But now you guys might wonder how I take my temperature. I use this very nice and large thermometer. I place it right on top of my reflux condenser. The reason for that is that I want to see what a vapor temperature is that comes out after the reflux condenser. Checking the temperature and knowing the conditions where I am, I can adjust the water flow on a reflux condenser or a defraginator, and then see as the vapors come out, I can then more or less manipulate it to where I want it. Now from here you can go 2 ways. You can add everything up again to have it there depending on where your still will be and where you're going to collect it. But this for me, standing on a countertop, is a bit too high. So what did I like to do? I like to add my extender. So the extender pipe I use just to get me that right length where I can use the parrot at countertop height. Alright guys, this is my full setup. This is how I use it, especially when I do my neutral alcohol runs. So from here we got the parrot, got a condenser, extension pipe, 180-degree bend, my thermal well, my reflux condenser or defraginator, 1.5-inch 4-plate column, alembic head, my 4-inch side glass with the 4-inch bubble tray, and boiler. Now you might see it looks a little bit wonky. It can be the table. On the induction plate it stands a bit more firm, but just for that extra assurance I have got this. This is my retrot stand. I just place it there, tighten it up, and it holds everything together. Obviously I will move it that it's not in front of the parrot, but this is just for the display. So yes guys, this is my 13-liter modular round still that I enjoy very much. With all the different components, you can use it any way you would like it. This for me is the ideal product development still, because you can use very little amounts and you don't have to fill it with the 13-liter every time. You actually can run it dry. I have done it before, no problem with that. I hope you find this video interesting and maybe makes you feel like you want to go out and buy your own 13-liter round still. I did bought this still with all the attachments at Distillery. Go check them out. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment at the bottom, subscribe and hit the bell icon. And as always guys, remember to be awesome, be kind, be yourself. Cheers.